Howdy folks, and welcome to Flyaway Indoor Skydiving. We are exploring this wonderful facility as a part of Seymour Smokies. SeymourSmokies.com has something for everyone, from dining to accommodations to one-of-a-kind attractions just like this one. We are joined by Dylan, who is a manager and an instructor here at Flyaway. So Dylan, how long have you been with Flyaway?
I've been with Flyaway for roughly 10 years now.
And how would you say you came into Flyaway? Because 10 years is a good amount of time. What keeps you here at Flyaway?
What keeps me here is roughly just the fun of flying customers. A lot of people, always have that dream of flying. It's a really common dream, but here we kind of make that dream come a reality, taking kids, adults, even people who may be disabled and can't do other things like go-kart for their family. This is the thing they can come together, experience, make it one big happy family type of thing. And that joy just makes it fun, better than your typical bagging grocery jobs or, just anything like that. I get to interact with people and make their day, make them very happy.
And also, for someone such as myself who is not the biggest fan of heights, this gives someone the ability to try skydiving without jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. So Dylan, are you a skydiver as well?
I haven't jumped yet recently. I do plan to sometime before the summer ends. Our manager has lots of jumps under there and he talks about it, but I do want to make my first jump. It's definitely a pretty penny, so one day I will get there, just when I have the money to throw out there.
Completely makes sense, my friend, completely makes sense. So, when someone comes here to Flyaway, could you walk us through the process that any visitor will go through to experience the wind tunnel?
Of course. So the first time you come here, we always do classes, as the one you just went through recently. It teaches you the fundamentals, this is the position, this is how you fall safely, all that type of stuff. After the classroom, they go into the wind tunnel, where roughly you'll get 3 minutes of flight time. During this process, we're just focusing on learning the basics. You gotta learn to walk before you run, all that type of stuff. But we kind of ramp it up from there. If you're doing really good, well, let's do a little higher, do a little tricks, all type of cool stuff. But mostly for your first time, just the fundamentals.
Gotcha. So could you tell us a little bit about the logistics of this wind tunnel? We were talking a little bit earlier about how fast the wind tunnel can actually get up to you. Could you let us know about that?
I don't know how much I can really give about it, but I can tell that the fan is operated by a giant diesel engine at Caterpillar. It pushes out 120 miles an hour of wind. As far as anything too advanced than that, not really much. We pay a mechanic to come by and do everything. He has all that kind of fancy stuff. I can just know that it's big, it's yellow, and it blows a lot of wind.
It makes you go really high up in the air. Now, in regards to things that people should know before coming out to Flyaway, is there any information they should know about, such as things they need to wear or bring with them?
Oh yes, very much. We always recommend very comfortable clothing. Common things you say go for a jog and a workout in, especially tennis shoes. We cannot stress tennis shoes enough, but if not, we have some. Other things we want people to know is you need to be in a good condition for this. If you have a bad neck, a shoulder, stuff like that, we strongly recommend to stay away from this, or ask your doctor before doing this. This is very physically demanding on the body, and if you have something like that, you should really consult a professional before doing this.
That absolutely makes sense. Now, we have been able to see some flyers. Now, this is a fun for the whole family kind of attraction, correct, Dylan?
Yes, sir.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about that? How do things change if you bring a small child in to experience the wind tunnel at Flyaway?
Very common question I get here. So, as you will see later on, we always have the instructors kind of rotate out. The last person who's in there goes into a control room where he controls the fan. Now, for a little kid, it doesn't take that much wind to kind of get them airborne, so roughly we keep the wind turned very down low, because you don't need 120 to say get a five-year-old kid off the ground. So just a little bit will do. So we always keep it nice and low, kind of let them go. It's kind of like a hockey puck kind of just skating across there, but it's very fun for them. A little hit or miss with kids. A lot of kids don't like all the wind, but most of the time they'll leave the big smile on their face.
Now, Dylan, for our viewers out there that want to come in and check out Flyaway for themselves, where can they go for more information?
They can usually go to flyawayindoorskydiving.com. It has all our prices, days, times that we're open, and I believe there are some videos on there, but if not, even YouTube has a lot of our videos on there, so just type in Flyaway Indoor Skydiving and a whole bunch will come up.
And of course, all of this information will also be available on SeymourSmokies.com.